Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okay, so we're going to go straight into this CBS interview. It was all shot in one day, I can tell you. Oh dear me. I think this, CBS interview was one, reckless. Harry looked, impaired. At times she looked frosty as well. But it's more than that. She wouldn't apologise to somebody. She won't apologise to somebody. So why I say she was that interview and that meeting, getting together with him, that all happened in a very short space of time, and you can tell because the clothes are the same. So, it's not like they've had a meeting before and, kind of opened up and discussed. This was a meet and greet, okay? This was a meet and greet. So I want to know about, Jane Pauley and how she feels about this, because parents are grieving and their judgment is impaired because of grief. And I think as well to sort of like make out you're joining forces with Archwell. Well, that's one thing. But when you're talking to somebody like Meghan and Harry, I feel like something's gone off there. There's like a light bulb moment as well. And that's what I mean. Meghan needs to say, I'm sorry. And I understand that, these are parents that she's groomed for maybe a year or more, okay, because I've seen somewhere that these people, a couple of them anyway, have met Harry and Meghan before, so there were so many things wrong about that interview. I just get the thing that she was in and she was out and she was in and she was out. How does Jane Pauley feel about doing the interview? For these people and Meghan and Harry. Whoa. We'll stick with Meghan and Harry. How did Jane Pauley feel about Harry and Meghan during the interview? Well, I think it's about, putting things behind you that she would have seen, because what she wants to say is, but you've got so much going for you now to be happy about, yet we don't hear about these happy things, do we? It's all business, it's all show. You think things will never get better? I get a feeling, I just see this Jane looking at Meghan. And I can't work out yet if she is detached from Meghan or if she's feeding on, Meghan's show. How does Jane feel about Meghan in general? Change the way you see things, change the way you look at things, I think that's how she feels about Meghan, which just goes back to there, doesn't it? Your children make you happy, activities. You're doing things girly with your friends, or not so girly in my case, but, you know, doing things and experiencing joy in this life, because I know myself, there's, you know, it's overwhelming, all this negativity, but there are some good things. I mean, it's a miracle that we're in the universe spinning round at God knows how many hours, you know, miles per hour, and, you know, we're here, so we're definitely here for a reason, but we're here. We have a sunset that's beautiful, a tide that can set, you know, and as I know tides have an influence over something going on my head right now, but you know what I mean. To do with the moon, isn't it? The tides is to do with the moon. I mean, yeah, you have a moon, you know, that you can really see. You've got animals, birds, you know, places. You've got all sorts that are literally a miracle in itself. And indeed, we are a miracle too. So, yeah, she's... I think that's what she's quite into, you know. She's probably considered this a lot with Meghan. You could barely scratch their surface. Dear me, you shouldn't have said that, Meghan. Anyway, so yeah, we've got a bad judgment here. How does, you know, Jane see Harry? So, I don't know, she's surprised because about his actual reality and how he shows it. So how he smells, doesn't smell, how he speaks, doesn't speak, how he is with Meghan, isn't with Meghan. She's not what he, you know, he's not what she expected. I feel, you know, again, that I don't know why, but she makes sense. Harry is not feeling it, but not knowing neither. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to. Maybe, absolutely. I don't think he wanted to be on telly as a first responder. Honestly, there were so many things that are wrong. Basically, all parents should be, must be, first responders to stop, you know, rid the world of Suey and then Tide. But yeah, so I don't know. Then he's saying in the next breath, but even the greatest first responders, you know, can't do it. All right then, so what are you saying then, Harry? You know, if the top one's got no chance, how have the parents? And that seems to me to be nearing to a blame game. You know, you should have seen it. You should have known. You know, Suey and Tide is not... It's a personal hell. It's your own personal hell, okay? I still believe that you are ill when you get to that level and thought processes, okay? Again, people, you know, kids' judgment's been impaired and others. There's also apparently, you know, some of the kids' parents on there have lost to drug abuse and this, that and the other. Can everything be, you know, linked to online bullying? You know, I think we're getting, you get Suey Tides in every walk of life, in every family, well, near enough. you know, it's not all that they've, you know, been going on social media or anything. Where's the stats and figures to show that since, you know, online hate has risen and, you know, sent suicides through their roof? Where's your information on it? Where's your backup, you know? How many people have been, you know, treated as well for attempted suicides? You know, that was saved or, yeah, saved really. Where's your mental health teams? Why aren't they involved? You know, why haven't we got, you know, the grief counsellors from, you know, proper employed, you know, with big companies that deal with this and no more than Harry. And I couldn't really continue to watch it. She's had work done. The faces was filtered because you can tell with the background being blurred as well. I mean, I tell you what though, I tell you what did get through. Them 4 bloody rolls on her forehead, my son calls them worry lines. She can't get rid of them, can she? And her nose, I don't know, she just looked like she'd had her cheeks done. She had a bit of a Jerry... Is it Jerry Halliwell out of the Spice Girls? You know, hair nose and hair cheeks as well. So definitely I think she's had work done. Has Meghan had cosmetic surgery recently? Absolutely. There you go. God, she's a big customer, by the way. So I wonder if they can do anything for your manly hands, Meghan. Right, anyway, going back to this. What did Jane make of the parents? Jane thought the parents was afraid of, like, being caught out. So that means explaining yourself, you know, and explaining your child's death and how you think it relates to this. So one died of fentanyl, one died of something else, another drug. It's you know, it was painful for her in that situation to be with, because it says, you know, admit your mistakes. So it's like you can hear the parents going, well, I thought I could have done more, if I could have done more, if I could have done more, you know, if I saw this, if we'd talked more, if we'd, you know, going over and over and over things that just batter your mind, you know, and I see humiliation. So they're coming forward and, like I say, you know, trying to blame themselves, you know, saying where they went wrong, you know. Then other people around them who don't understand, you know, that I'm trying to link with the humiliation. So about having to go through all this and say it. Well, they're still grieving, you know. Again, we've got bad judgment here and impairment, and I've certainly got a problem with these parents, okay, or they've got a problem. Jane Pauley is very sympathetic, okay, so it's hard to be sympathetic and empathetic with the parents and then not with Harry and Meghan, you know. It's humiliating to have to go through that time and time again, you know, especially if you've done it once or twice before, where Meghan's, you know, taking you. I think Jane thought, you know, this was a mistake for the parents. definitely. Because you got two stratospheric bloody systems going on here. You got Meghan with all her bitchiness and turning it into hair show to these people who are still traumatised, still traumatised. And, it's like they might have seen it as a bit of therapy, getting together with other people. Well, people have got to choose what's right for them. But right now, as I see this section of people, I just think that they're being taken advantage of. They're there to make Meghan look good. They're there for his sympathy, go with the sad stories and then no one will attack. Well, I haven't stopped them, has it, really? And sometimes they say, oh, if you talk about it, it'll get better and it'll get better. I don't know. I think in some cases, going over it and going through it over and over it again in your mind is damaging, damaging sharing with people, damaging for, in these groups where if you dare start to progress and kind of move on, then you can feel guilty about the other people, whether it's that they haven't moved on or they can't do this or come to terms with things, have no power in their emotions and feelings. So, it's, I don't know, I keep hearing the word bedrock, as if you get embedded in something and then it's very difficult to kind of extract yourself because of all the things that are going around you, mainly your thought processes. How did the parents, feel about Meghan in the interview? I feel the words, talk over you. So it's like, they've been drowned out, message-wise. They would feel like it's their battle, but the limelight goes to Meghan, that what she says is more important than about what these parents feel. I don't know, I feel one of them feels like, she was serious. She was serious. Maybe Jane thinks that as well. How did the parents feel about Harry? So they link with Harry straight away because of his mum. So he knows what it's like and experienced, to lose his mum, who was, a victim, some would say, of hate, the media, bullying in different terms, Maybe these children have, or young adults have, like, I don't know, had a bad relationship split or lost a job or whatever. It's kind of, this is normal life, okay, where Harry's is like extreme on everything regarding Diana and bullying as well. No doubt, Harry will say, he's been bullied too. So they much preferred Harry, surprise, than Meghan. Because, yeah, it was Meghan lost, like death-wise. And threatening to, suicide, while you're pregnant, well, it just doesn't happen, okay? That little bit there is about as real as pregnancy, I'll tell you, okay? She didn't do that. She probably said it to him, but she wasn't crying in the box, and she wasn't feeling that way. She can't abide by the word no. Harry said no to her about something, and that's what will have started it, you know, as well as a little plots to leave the UK. Okay, how did Harry feel about Meghan at that interview? He felt it was a success, you know, absolutely getting the message out there. You're more delusional than I thought, but, you know, I think they're going to try and go on a tour somewhere. I said that before anyway, but yeah, he feels it was a success, that she made it a success. How did Meghan feel about Harry in that interview? He realised, you know, what he was doing in that interview, whether it be looking miserable or, you know, anything else. He knew that was going to be seen by the world. But, you know, Harry doesn't look unhappy. He looks unhealthy. How was Meghan feeling towards Harry during that interview? Okay, several things jump out to me. So I am seeing a legal situation as well. So we're getting a legal situation with some of the parents, maybe, that Meghan should have made changes, because that was the battle. You know, some of the parents wanted the changes with what was in the interview. Does Jane Pauley feel she should apologise to the parents? I believe so, okay. I believe so. If it's to do with being aired or, you know, the editing, I don't think these parents are in any mind to sue anybody. So what's she doing? How does she feel about him? Huh, I get it. I get it. Okay, so this is something obviously big coming up. This is legal. Do you remember? I'm sure I said that before this interview, when they went there, he'd been at the solicitors. Okay, so let's have a look. You know, why was Harry at the solicitors? Well, he was at the solicitors because somebody wants his money. I think he's gone there to, you know, get advice about money not being quite right. You got money without love, you know, so that would be if, you know, a woman who stays with a man just as a means of finance. So I get the word no as well. I think somebody said no. Well, maybe he don't want her getting any of his money. We'll look at that in a way, in a different reading. How did Harry feel about himself in the interview? I don't know if he was a bit late. Okay, so if he's been somewhere else before that interview, that would make sense. I feel like he enforced his own isolation. Okay, and things that he said. It's one of them as well. You know, if you don't make out that make up try and improve the situation. If you're having an argument or a disagreement somehow and you have to go to an event, then you have to put on a united front. And the reason he's done that is because not only would it have been spread all over the world about it, for the wrong reasons, but also, Meghan is nigh impossible to deal with, when she's in that frame of man. And she'll always believe that you're in the wrong. So it's kind of like, oh, just make peace for the sake of it. Okay, what happened after, the interview was wrapped up? What did Meghan do? I think she had an invitation somewhere, but she would go to somebody who was a bit younger than her, who idolises Meghan, and so this woman gives her lots of support and reassurance. So I don't know if she if it was Harry, she'd be saying, how do you think I did? Not, did I do good? How do you think I did? So that opens the dialogue for him to say, oh yeah, it was brilliant. Rather than if she says, oh, did I do okay? And he'd go, yeah, great. So she's gone for that kind of dialogue with him. Another thing that she could do is, oh, I felt so ugly today, or what have you, right? And then he has to bow down to her going, no, Meghan, you're beautiful. You're the most beautiful woman in the world. It's a way of extracting these words from these males. What did Harry do after the interview? He was doing something that you'll never know. Never know. I don't know why they have this card out that way for me. Yes, secret's not revealed. So they haven't... I don't believe that they've done something together after this. So, did Meghan and Harry leave the interview madly in love, happy, with plans set to celebrate? Yes or no? Well, that was a no, thank God. Yeah, something in writing, not seen in the dark. So both Harry and Meghan did not do anything together that evening. And he wouldn't, would he? Because, she knows he's been to the solicitors. And that's why, ill-gotten. I don't know why, but I just feel like Harry was it the lawyers? I know you wanted advice. We got advice, and he said keep it out of court. But I've just had a flash here, thinking, is it anything to do with the kids? So because I'm feeling it right. Did Harry see a solicitor about his children? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so there's something there. There is something there. Now, that could be, you know, in case of a split or whatever. Or it could be, you know, we've got surrogacy on the back. Now, I don't think so. I think it's about trying to keep something sweet. I also think, you know, this person thinks fondly of Harry. Well, you would, you know, if you was his financial advisor, or if you've done something, you know, if you've known him for a lot longer than he's been with Meghan, then he's always going to keep that favour. Okay, so, you know, that person is always going to think, oh, wow, because at the end of the day, like it or not, relationships like that, one of them always gets the blame, and, you know, Meghan does get the blame, or we hold her responsible. You're supposed to bring out the best in your husband or wife, not the worst. Meghan Markle, I want you to know, without Harry, you're a nobody. An absolute nobody. You'll be an outcast. That's the only thing you will be. Yeah, look, something not being revealed. So we got to their children, all right. I want to know, is this, you know, all leading up to a divorce on Harry's part? Okay, so I'm being told to stick with my first instinct was that it's with children. And it's to do with the children. I know rumours are abound right now, but I sense that we're getting other rumours. Rumours of something, but, you know, I don't think it's all a bad thing. I mean, there's quite a lot that this bloke's doing for him. Okay, outcome for Harry then in this. Busy, busy, busy. Very pleased on how it went on his side. What's the outcome for Meghan, please, regarding this? You'll get a lot of interest, okay? You'll get a lot of interest. What's the outcome for Meghan in this? Yeah, she's, and this leads on to something else within a month, okay? So, I would even say it could, you know, it's more likely this month as well. How does the universe feel about Meghan and Harry in this? You know, thank you, universe. So, you know, instability, up and downs, projects that you have and then you don't have, debts, you know, taking on and spending an obscene amount of money on things, you know, it's just completely irresponsible. It's saying, you know, protect what you are, protect. No, pay what you... Nothing ever goes to plan with these two. They don't stick to anything, okay? Well, Harry does, yeah, but Meghan doesn't. Pay what you owe. You know, it's do the hard work, isn't it? Pay what you owe. Yeah, you have to put in if you want to get out. And recover. Well, I just feel like they aren't recovered at all, you know, physically. And that, you know, Harry's not protecting, what is his, which is his title, his profile, his royal status. These are two people, that don't simply don't want to work hard at anything, including their relationship as well. There was no give and take on Meghan being in the UK. She's absolutely, I mean, the cheeky bitch can only fly into a private VIP lounge because it used to be the royal suite or whatever. I mean, she doesn't, does she? She just doesn't put an effort into anything. She can't even be asked to iron her clothes. She's a mess. She's a mess. She might be clever and, some would say she's not clever. Look, she is a mogul, keeping her name in the press, not just, once a month, once a fortnight, once a week. No, every goddamn day. But she's not a success because she doesn't, have what it takes to succeed. I mean, honestly, that arrow is akin to bloody Argos store, with a catalogue book. That's what it is. How low is that? But we all know it's not. It's just, something to make headlines every time. So on this note, I do feel like... I can't see anything but pity, empathy, sympathy from Jane Pauley to Harry, Meghan, especially Harry, and the other parents as well. So what they're going to do then, try and cure all suicides on bloody... YouTube, social media. So what about those folk that are on social media and doing it? A lot of elderly people, a lot of poor people as well. So, a lot of ill people. I'll say again, it's an illness. And it tends not to have just been done on the spur of the moment. But even if it was the spur of the moment, it's still an illness, because for that very, very few seconds that you're planning it, where you're going to do it, what you're going to take, and when, you're ill, you're impaired. It's, like I said before, it's a personal health for people. And it really, really is. And no one else is to blame. No one else is to blame. Not the girlfriend, not the person they argued with last. It's not who, not that. It's them. It's inside. It's internal. And that's why, a lot of people, do seriously think about it. And then just hope, isn't it? Hope is gone. Fear, guilt, all those anxiety, paranoia, all those things that are obviously a sign that somebody is not well. And yeah, they don't show it, they don't as well. An ex-partner of mine, it was terrible. terrible. I saw him on a night on a social night, and it was my hen night as well. Obviously, it wasn't to him, and he insisted on buying a couple of drinks, and I was like, I was with my family and everything, and I didn't want them to get the wrong idea, so I didn't talk to him as long as I should have. In fact, it was very, very few words. And I do remember him saying to somebody, you know, that he did love me. He does love me. And then, I don't know what happened, but, you know, 2 days later, I had a missed call and a text on my phone that I hadn't heard because it was on charge downstairs, asking me for help. And I didn't see it. And he hung himself, you know. And I'll say, you know, not a pretty sight at all. Okay, not a pretty sight at all. So, you know, I accepted he was ill, you know. I didn't say, oh, it's all my fault and this and well, you do, don't you? You feel real bad, but it was just one of them, you know. It was just unfortunate. I'd tried before, I think so. But this time it was, you know, different. I think before he'd taken some pills, he had a few issues, and he couldn't be helped, okay? He couldn't be helped. So does that mean, Harry and Meghan, that it's all my goddamn fault, you know, that either I'm the reason or I didn't spot the signs early enough? You know, it's a load of bullshit, okay? You don't see the signs with people who have them thoughts because it's dark and they keep them to themselves, okay? So, you know, please, if you've experienced anything like that, be rest assured, there's nothing you could have done. Okay, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading, okay? Bye now. Bye-bye.